received a note a little while ago indicating that you are still deadlocked as to 2 of the counts. You've reached a verdict as to 2 of the counts, and you are not making any more progress. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
Who is your foreperson? You are actually juror number 15? Okay. Juror number 15, we will take a partial verdict as to the 2 counts that you have reached a verdict on, and if you haven't reached a verdict, just say deadlocked, okay? And if you have reached a verdict, read what's next to the box you checkmarked under that count, okay? So the clerk is going to take the verdict from you. Please stand. And after she reads the count and the charge, you read what's next to it, or deadlocked if you're deadlocked. Thank you.
In the case of the people of the state of Michigan versus Michael Manuel Jackson-Bolanos, Mr. Foreperson, will you please read the verdict form as marked as to count 1, first-degree felony murder?
Deadlocked.
As to count 2, first-degree premeditated murder?
Not guilty.
As to count 3, home invasion first degree?
Deadlocked.
And as to count 4, concealing facts or misleading the police?
Guilty.
All jurors, please stand and raise your right hands.
Members of the jury, listen to your verdict as recorded by the court. You do say upon your oath that you find Michael Manuel Jackson-Bolanos hung as to count 1, first-degree felony murder, not guilty as to count 2, first-degree premeditated murder, hung as to count 3, home invasion first degree, and guilty of count 4, concealing facts or misleading the police. So say you, Mr. Foreperson, so say you, members of the jury.
Thank you. You may be seated. Would you like the members of the jury polled?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I know this went much longer than we ever thought it would, and you did yeoman's work in this case, and we appreciate your attempts to come back day after day and trying to reach a verdict, because after such a long trial, we wanted to give every opportunity to try to reach a full verdict as to all counts, and I understand it's just not possible. So I am going to come back and speak with you personally and give you some certificates from the court, and then I believe the attorneys are going to want a chance to talk to you as well, and you'll be able to talk to them. The restriction of not talking to attorneys is now lifted for you in this case. I guess I'd prefer you not give interviews to the press, because we're going to have to possibly retry the case as to counts 1 and 3. And so, so anyway, but you are free to do what you want. And so at this time, you are dismissed from your duties as jurors in this case. And we appreciate your time, attention, and efforts in this case. So the deputies are going to lead you back over to Judge Knapp's courtroom, and I'll be over there momentarily to come address you, and then the attorneys will come after I have a chance to talk to you. Okay? All rise for the... So at this time, the jury was unable to reach a verdict as to counts 1 and 3, and people will have to make a decision as to whether they're going to retry those counts, and we're going to set a pretrial for when? Next week?
Yes.
2 weeks. How much time?
Sooner.
Next week?
Yeah.
Put my calendar for next week.
And Judge, I'd ask for at least a week, because
So
25th.
Thursday the 25th at noon?
Yeah.
Does that work?
that's fine, Judge.
Okay. So Thursday the 25th at noon, we'll have a pretrial. If there are any motions you plan to make, please file that as soon as possible, the written motions, and we will address everything then and set a new trial date if it's going to be retried.
And Judge, I may have missed this, but is the court going to formally enter an order declaring a mistrial on those?
Yes,
on those
I
counts?
am declaring mistrial as to counts 1 and 3, and I have the order in front of you.
Thank you, Judge.
He's been acquitted. I'll enter an order of acquittal on count 2 only. And I'm going to hold off on referring for a PSI until next week, and on the other one. And I may just hold off on referring to PSI until the other count 2. Figure that out next week. Okay? I concludes this hearing.
Do you